Hey there, it's James with Make It Happen Greenhouse, and it is a chilly October day here in Kansas, and I'm out in the greenhouse. You can see I have my beanie on here because it is cold outside. But I need to get in the greenhouse and harvest up some peppers, so we're going to do that today. So I'll show you what I got. Well, I said it was cold, so here's the temperature reading. You can see we're looking at about 38 degrees outside, so pretty chilly, and 45 inside by the door here. Here's our automatic switch that's showing 48 degrees right now, and then we have this temperature gauge showing 51. Down below here it's showing 49, and then if we walk in the way back at the greenhouse here, we got another gauge kind of on the upper wall here. We'll see what that one's saying. Oh, look at that, it's 53 in the back here. So just real quick on the setup for winter, did a lot of caulking around the edges and tried to seal up as much as I could. Not sure that's going to be enough to make it through winter, but at least in late fall here it should be okay. So you can see I'm running kind of a shop heater, workshop type heater from the ceiling here on the back side, and then just run this regular old box fan on low just to kind of circulate the air, also for pollination purposes. You can see some little tomatoes growing up there. We got the pepper still coming in, and then on the front side of the greenhouse, I know I've talked about this before, but we have another one of those shop heaters that run, as well as this little one, which again I'm completely disappointed in. Actually, I've turned it off because I don't think it's doing hardly any good at all, except taking electricity and not really heating that much. And then as a backup, I have this propane dual burner heater set up just in case. So if the power goes out, or if the temperature starts to drop below 40 in here, then I will have to get out of bed or whatever and come on out and start this heater up. And I've tested this heater, and if I turn both those burners on, it will keep this greenhouse nice and toasty, almost too toasty. So that's the plan.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it.
But let's get at some of these peppers. So real quick, let me just show you what's going on. We got just a whole host of these Lasha peppers that have turned nice bright red. You can see a whole bunch on the window over there. They just run throughout. There's a few back in on this side that I need to get harvested up. Hopefully you can see through there it is, through all the different foliage. They're just growing all over the place. And as you might have saw earlier, back here we got some on the back side as well. So we're gonna get those harvested up, see how many we have. I have a bunch of friends that would like some. I've been giving them away slowly but surely, and getting pretty positive feedback from people that they like them. So and a few people have requested more, so I'm gonna give those out today. So I need to get them harvested. So I'll get to it and I'll show you what I come up with. To cut these peppers, I have some regular dollar store scissors that I use. Nothing more fancy than that. I have official pruning and clipping garden paraphernalia here that I can use, but I find that I really like just the big old dollar store scissors to be able to kind of reach in, get into tight spots. Sometimes these feel like, yeah, they're good, but they're just a little too short. The only advantage is this has a spring on it, so it kind of automatically opens, but not really a big issue for me. So you don't have to go crazy buying a bunch of special stuff for your garden. You can just use some basic things. So case being here, we got a nice Lasha pepper. I'll just start snipping these up and getting them harvested, and these are looking really good. most of these are looking, in the 3 to 4 inch kind of range there. See if you can see that. Certainly pretty decent sized peppers. Some are a little skinnier and smaller, but like this one, that's really good size. That's probably the longest one there. Really good sized. So we're gonna have a nice little harvest here. I think the ones that are smaller probably are the ones that mature just a slight bit later in the season. So, they're going to be a little smaller, just because it's cooler. And I'm holding these, and I can feel that they're cooler. The days of this greenhouse getting up to 100+ degrees in summer are over. Now we're just lucky if we can get it up to 70 or 80 on a nice sunny day. And I don't know if you can tell if you look outside, but it is overcast, and I feel like we're doing pretty good, keeping the temperature in the 50s. So that's what we're going for here. So I'm going to keep harvesting these, and we'll see how many we can get. Thanks. All right, well, here's the harvest. I haven't counted them, but there are a ton of peppers. I am so happy with this, and I pulled out this little foam ruler here. It goes up to 4 inches, and just picked one of the longer ones here, and we're looking at easily 6 inches long. So if you take the curve out, so these are really well developed peppers. So hopefully they taste as good as they look. Nice harvest. I'm going to count these up and see how many we got. I wish I had a scale. I don't, or I'd weigh them. So, but yeah, quite a bumper harvest here, considering it's October 23rd. Kind of amazing.